Hey guys, coming at you with the deck profile from Lockhaven. My boy Andrew, 12th place with salamangreats. So what do you have for us, Andrew?
Alright, bro. So, mostly standard beginning of the lineup. Triple Gazelle, obviously, it's literally the heart and soul of the deck. It goes without saying why you should play this card. Double spinning and double foxy. These, pretty much they always get me there. You always have enough support cards to play like a lower count of salamangreats, but this is the standard lineup anyway for like the main monsters that you want to play more than one. And then like the one-ofs, you want to play Foul. Foul performed really well for me today. I would never bump it up to 2. I've seen some people doing that. But its ability to chain block and ability to force out a Dweller is like really good. Dweller was absolutely huge for me. One Falco. This card overperformed today too. Like, yeah, no, it was really insane all day. And obviously the one Jack Jaguar, probably your second best monster next to like Spinny or Gazelle, maybe overspinning. So then you have the small Cybers engine. I played 2 Buffalo. I played 1 at my last event, and I never saw it. When I bumped it up to 2, I saw it all day long. Mostly it was alive, and like, I think 5 out of the 6 times, or like around that ratio, I had another, like I drew into Gazelle, or I had a Gazelle, or weighted Gazelle. So like, it was insanely beneficial all day long. Onto my hand trap lineups. 3 Ash, of course. 3 Valor. I feel like it's like really good this format. Probably the second best hand trap. Main deck wise. Obviously 3 Phantasme. Maximize consistency, draw into more hand traps, and it's just like really good against a lot of decks right now in general. And then double Bell. Bell actually somewhat underperformed for me today. I used to play Ogres over them, but Ogres are just like really weird right now. I got this off a couple times. Honestly, this biggest thing was Stop and Call by the Grave, which it did win me a couple of games, but other than that, it really didn't do much. I wouldn't cut it though at all, like never.
Yeah, Bell's really good.
Yeah, on a normal basis, Bell really performs for me well, but just not today. Onto the spells, 3 Circle. Honestly, a quick play search card is literally just you don't have to say anything. It's just amazing. And then the 1 Field Spell and 1 Will. I right before the tournament almost did some weird shit, and I almost played like a second Will on like the side deck to like try to play through boards going second. I'm really happy that I decided against that. Though at times that I saw Will today, it won me the game, but you really never want to open it in your first hand unless you're going second against like a deck like with the Heretic Seal or just like a general bounce or whatever. So we got 3 Minings. I see some people playing without this card. I don't know why they would ever do that. You sided out going second against most decks, but going first, this card is actually kind of insane. Double Desires. A lot of people told me not to play this card. But this, you play so many hand traps that you do your whole combo, you activate it at the end when you got Jack Jaguar on the field spell out of deck, you draw 2 hand traps. So you draw a hand trap and a trap, or you draw a play for next turn, you know what I mean? Like if they break your board, you have another starting hand again. Like it's really insane. 3 Call by the Grave, I wouldn't play any less, like literally ever. And then I main deck 2 Super Polys, which speak for themselves. This card went off for me today in like multiple different ways, defensively and offensively. It won me an insane amount of games today. And then the 2 main deck traps. I thought about bumping them up. Actually the Rage. I actually really like Rage's format. I don't think a lot of people are playing evenly. So in most games, I won't go for the Roar at start. I'll go for the Rage. I'll try to Dweller Rage, make people like extend their hands and then blow their board up. It was actually like a really solid board all day long for me. All right, so the extra deck. I play it a little different. I only played 2 Banelings. And everyone who watches this video is going to tell me that's horrible for the grind game. But you should be able to maximize your resources with a deck like this. Now, you could be hand trapped to death, whatever, and like in a lot of situations, a 3rd Banelings would help. But if you know how to play with the deck, you should be able to play with 2 Banelings. You know what I mean? It's not optimal, but I'll show you why. So I played the 3 Sunlight Wolf, obviously, you can't play without it. 1 Phoenix, 1 Hita. Funny story, I never made Hita once today. I would never obviously cut it because it's one of the best cards in the mirror match, like completely. And I did mirror match, it just literally never came up. Yeah, I would never take it out, I just never summoned it today. And then double Helio. Helio performed insanely well for me today. Going into the Helio, Stalio plays, always good, removing 2 cards from the field, reducing monsters' attacks. I mean, this card with Super Poly won me games today. Reduce Super Poly, Battle Phase, Super Poly, Summon Starving Venom, the Violet Chimera attack for game. I did that twice today, maybe 3 times. And then the 1 Boarload. So I don't play Sword, mostly because I let my friend borrow it. Otherwise I would play Sword. And not having Sword cost me a round, maybe a game, but definitely a round. The 1 Stalio, and the Abyss Dweller. And I also play Tornado Dragon. A lot of people told me not to play it, but this is the reason why I crushed any mind player. I had a Sky Striker mind player like make me go first, and I just summoned that. Because, you know, I saw the, it was game 2, and then, yeah, I summoned that, and I had a twins, and it was pretty much over. No matter what he did, I was there. So that was fire for me, literally all day long. I summoned it maybe 3 times, but all 3 times it helped push me for a game. And then I play, obviously this, for the Super Poly, and I also play this as a Super Poly target. Because since I always go for Rage, you just make this, wait for your opponent to re-extend through the Super Poly if they can, and then you just activate Rage, discard any salamangreat or send any salamangreat, destroy your own starving venom, and Raigeki all their special summon monsters. And that combo is just like, it's just the wombo combo. Like I did that to I think 2 people today, and it was the auto game. I OTK'd them next turn. And then onto the side deck. Reboots. Oh, sorry. Reboots. These were huge for me all day. I played against, they honestly, like people, I don't know why people don't side this in the mirror more often, as I side it every time. It helps stop with the roar, it helps stop rage, it helps stop their set in permanence or whatever. And I think this won me 3 or 4 games by itself. And then the one order, I never saw it today. It's one of, you still always play it no matter what though. And one unending, also to help push against mind decks. And like I saw, and you know, Draco. 3 twins. I think it's kind of mandatory right now, like legitimately mandatory. So I wouldn't take this out as long as, you know, salamangreat and orcust and mine are a thing, yeah. Because this against orcust is actually like low-key amazing. You just target their Babble and one of their Fog Blades, and it forces them to Ninjutsu early. So you're getting rid of 2 of their pops and one of their things if they didn't go for Crescendo. If they go for Crescendo, at least you beat the Crescendo. You know what I mean? Like worst case, but like it's just big. Then I played the Sanctum engine. 3 Sanctums, 3 Lancia, 1 Scythe. I really like the utility in having the Lancias. Whenever I go first and I side in the Scythe, most of the decks these days are weak to Lancia also. Like Thunder Dragons, I'll keep the Lancias in going first, just in case I don't draw them. Because my turn 1 board, a lot of the times, without like Scythe, really isn't good enough to beat them. Unless, you know, you like hand trap them to death or whatever, you have Rage, you got like Call by the Grave. Unless you have like the nuts, you really need one of these cards to win against Thunder Dragons. Like, especially after they side. I had one game where I opened up the Lancia and opened up the Sanctum, and I just Sanctum Scythe and then Lancia, 1 turn and Lancia in the next turn, and that was the auto. Yeah, I just automatically won that game. And that is all of my cards. So my matchups today, first round was Trickstar. I actually didn't know he was doing Trickstar until game 3. Because game 1, he went first, he Sanctumed me, and Super Poly'd me. No, sorry, he only Super Poly'd me game 1. I played through it and I beat him. Game 2, he Super Poly'd me. And then the next turn he Sanctum, I rebooted, and I just didn't have enough to play through because he had Call by the Grave, he killed me. And then the next game was, what was game 3? I went Trickstar, game 2 I lost the Thunder. Yeah, game 2 I lost the Thunder. And then game 3, I played Mirror Match. I won that. The Thunder game was the one where if I had Boral Sword, I could have forced it into game 3, but I didn't have it, so I lost. That was the 2-0. I beat the Salad 2-1. After that, I went against Mystic Mind Striker. I 2-0'd that. After that, I went against Trains. I 2-0'd that. That was actually a really funny case with me. He was going to kill me game 2. I had Wolf and I had Jack Jaguar, and he had he did 2K with the big machine and then overlaid it for the one that goes to 6K attack, and he had a 3K beater on board. And he went to go attack, and I had to super highlight my shit in defense mode, and then I balanced it so he couldn't kill me, and he had no hand. I went off and killed him the next turn. The next game was against True King Dinos, and he crushed me. He crushed me. He opened up Tyranno every game, which is really hard for me. He opened up Pot of Extravagance every game. I only opened up Double Veiler game 1, no hand traps game 2. Yeah, he just summoned Tyranno and ran through my board pretty much every single time. Even like through Dweller and shit. He actually went on to beat Gabriel Vargas. That guy was actually really, really good. Right after that, I went against Mermail Orcust. I 2-1'd him. I could have 2-0'd him, but we were running down into time. I thought he had full combo, and I only had like 3 cards in hand. He told me after he didn't have combo, and I looked, and my next top deck was Super Poly. So like I probably had him, but time was running out, so I just wanted to get the win in the next game. And then my final round was against Danger Thunder. Game 1, I had to stop him from going off. I pretty much blind Dweller every first game if I can. I will always go for that if I can. And that's fire. So I beat him with the blind Dweller and Rage game 1. Game 2, he full boarded me like beyond, like 3 negates with a morphage, no seal, but yeah, he had like Hope Harbinger, the red, hot red, and double Colossus with like a Saruja and shit, and the Amorphous. So I wasn't playing through that at all. And then the final round, it got down to like a grind because I misplayed and didn't add the field spell. But I ended up top decking something that let me go off with Foxy, and I summoned a hand trap, made Stalio, got rid of his last Colossus, attacked over his Unicorn, and at that point I had double Ash and I made Dweller and set Roar. So at that point it was pretty much over. Overall, my deck performed, I think, like really well today. I think my weak points might have been me forgetting to activate effects, and definitely the dinos. I actually never expected that matchup to be pretty hard for me, but he just ran through me with that. So yeah, this is my deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed it.